Okay, I'm recording now. So today is Monday, the 22nd of April. Today is the start of the trip. As you can kind of see, I'm in the garage still. The sun's coming through the window. It's in about the low to mid 40s. It'll be about 50 when I start out in about an hour. But just wanted to give it one last look here. The bike is packed up as it's going to be ridden, at least on the start. I got the cover on this side. Got my tent on that side, sleeping bag, clothes, and all of my gear laid out. So today is the first leg of the journey. It's going up to Platinum Pebble up on the Cape. Hopefully, it will warm up a little bit more and the weather will be a little more comforting. I have not yet decided if I'm going to pull out the electric gear or if I'm just going to go with, standard riding gear. I think everything is so packed away right now, I'm going to try the standard gear. If I find that it's a little too chilly, tomorrow I'll pull out the heated gear and use that until it warms up a little bit. But this is where I am at the launch of the trip. I'm looking forward to getting going, looking forward to catching up and reuniting with family up on the Cape and spending some time with them, and then starting the journey out west, which ultimately will bring me to Alaska and hopefully the Arctic Circle. So that's the goal. Anyways, enough for now. I'll film more out on the road. Okay, I think I am finally recording on both cameras. I am on Highway 8 now, about 25 miles into the journey. Decided to turn on the camera because I'm on one of my favorite roads. This is a nice curvy road. It's the first time I've ever ridden this road on this bike fully loaded, so I'm feeling the weight. It's not unbearable. I would say it's very similar to riding with a passenger. And I don't know if I'm going to have issues with scraping pegs or the side stand or the center stand. So the goal is just to take it easy. I got 235 miles to destination, so it's just going to be poking along. I've got the camera set to record on a 15-minute loop, which will take me all the way to the end of this road because it's only 9.7 miles. It's a slow, curvy road. But then it will lead me to some roads that are basically going to take me to North Carolina. So I'm going to let the look-back camera or the B-roll camera run. I think I have that set on 6-minute loops until that thing cuts off. And I had to replace the battery on this camera already. So I'm not sure if I left it on or what happened when I put it out in the garage. But I should have enough juice to get to the gas station and hopefully a brief recording when I get to the hotel, and then I'll have to charge batteries and see what I have for footage. But anyways, here we are just entering the curves. It's in the mid 50s. The gauge on the bike says 55, and I think it's an accurate reading, pretty close. Right now I'm comfortable, the sun is out, it's not too breezy, so this is a good way to start the trip. I think we'll probably cool off a little bit as I get up into the mountains, and by the time I get to the hotel it should be tickling 60 degrees. So all in all, not a bad day for riding. I definitely have all of the weight on the bike tucked in as close to the center as I can. I'm carrying basically 45 pounds per side and another 35 on the top. So you think 90 on the sides, 35, about 125 pounds, plus probably about another 2 pounds in each of the front bags, and I don't know, maybe a pound on the handlebar pouch. But so far, with the preload that I've set, I've got as much preload as I can add with the spring that I'm running, and I've got the rebound and dampening cranked up about as much as I can and still have the shock travel. Right now, it's not super floaty, it's not harsh or anything. I did add some more preload to the forks before I left. So like I said, this is the first ride fully loaded. So I'm just going to poke along. These curves are really going to be a good test for how the bike is going to feel. And we'll see when we get there. Now again, as the camera is probably picking up, when I run goggles and the camera's on the helmet, it definitely pinches my nose down a little bit. So I might be a little more nasally sounding than I actually am, but you know, you got to do what you got to do. So this is the configuration that I'm running, and should be all good. Got the tire pressure set to equal what the recommendation is for 2-up riding. So I'm running 41 in the back tire and actually about a pound heavier in the front, and at 34 in the front. I don't know if the camera's picking up the GPS, but this road is probably, in reality, more curvy than that lets on to believe. It's really a fun ride. You know, when you get this bike without any of the luggage and side bags on it, you get some of the weight and the nimbleness back to it. And, you know, it's not a sport bike by any stretch of the imagination. Still a 500-pound bike, but it's fun to ride. Yeah, I gotta tell you, these are really tight turns.